the vibes. Definitely the vibes though. Oh, Sehun's vocals there. These guys harmonizing together is really nice, really nice. Their harmonizing is really good. Their harmony is really nice. Oh right, there's Moon in this. I completely forgot about that. Oh, she has really nice vocals. This is a really fun video to be watching. 좋은 아침 여러분, Tony입니다. Good morning everyone, it's Tony. So yes, today is finally the day the boys of EXO-SC are finally releasing their first album titled 1 billion views. And the boys of SC being Sehun as well as Chanyeol from obviously EXO. They have been releasing quite a few tracks in anticipation for this. We first had Telephone featuring 10 centimeters, which was their pre-release single. And then we also had On Me, which was, I believe, Sehun's solo, and then we had Chanyeol's solo also titled Nothing. And all of these videos you can go check out in the link in description, and they all are very good songs. Honestly, I think that Telephone showed off a little bit more of a brighter, more youthful, more vibrant side, but more maybe of like a summertime vibe. And then you had Chanyeol and then Sehun show off a bit more of like their sexier, more self-reflected, bit darker sides with both of their tracks. Maybe Sehun had a bit more swaggier, and then Chanyeol had a bit more of like a self-reflecting kind of like reminiscent type of like The Weeknd type of vibe song. But both of them showed off great diversity in all of those songs, and it's really going to be quite interesting to see what 1 billion views their title track for this is going to be all about, because you don't know if they're going to go kind of like in the more vibrant route or like Telephone, or if they're going to go in maybe a darker route from their solos. But without further ado, guys, let's just get into it. Junbi, ready, she, check. So they're kind of like going for this, okay, so the vibes. Okay, they're definitely going for like a retro Miami Vice type of feel. Definitely the vibes though. Welcome to the, oh, it's kind of like future. Okay, so they are going with like a bit more like poppy. I think what they're doing is kind of like the idea of like futuristic, but like in the eyes of like the 1970s, kind of like Back to the Future almost. Definitely more in the realm of Telephone. Oh, Sehun's vocals there were very smooth and nice. I wasn't expecting that. Okay, we're slowing everything down a bit. This one has this like a little retro vibe, but then at the same time it's still very modern, and I think their harmonizing is really good. Their harmony is really nice. I really enjoy when Sehun comes in with the rap. It's a really nice part, because his voice is a bit deeper, so it breaks everything up. See, Chanyeol kind of like brings in this like a little bit brighter, more like vibrant youthfulness to the song. It's a different tone compared to Sehun. Even when he hits like the deeper tones, he still has like a bit more like a more like higher energy, I think. But definitely these guys harmonizing together is really nice, really nice. It's definitely like a happy vibe song. Oh right, there's Moon in this. I completely forgot about that. Oh, she has really nice vocals. Oh, nice. Having her vocals in it really broke everything up, and it just really, yeah, having a female voice in the background in this song really helps this song, I think. Really differentiates this half to the other half. This is a really fun video to be watching. Like, it's so random what you're seeing, like the scenes and everything, but it still kind of at the same time has like a continuous like storyline almost, like not maybe storyline, but it has this continuation of just randomness but like futuristic and just happy times. And it's very evident that they kind of like almost like a casino or like gambling almost. I think maybe the idea is like to do like a gambling world and show off how like they get money and make money and then that type of stuff. Maybe that's maybe what's they're trying to do, but it definitely has this retro vibe, but maybe of like the 1970s, seeing the future like of what today would type of be, kind of like Back to the Future. And it's definitely cool to see kind of like how American kind of retro vibes kind of gets reflected in Korean culture, because this is definitely kind of like a take on like maybe what in North America it would be seemed like to them at least. And really, I do have to hit home again that Moon really adds something to the song. It's not just having a collab for a collab, it's really that she brings something to the table, and having her voice broken off of both Chanyeol and then Sehun, because Chanyeol and Sehun still have like a more like a masculine voice, and there's not really this like higher female voice to hit these higher notes, and having it out there, she kind of like leads into something that's a lot more higher in range and then adds a bit more diversity to the song. So really enjoy it. Really cool. Definitely like how Sehun's parts in more in particular, I think. So guys, that was 1 billion views by Sehun as well as Chanyeol featuring Moon. So EXO-SC boys with a feature. So that was a very good song, honestly, very cool. It definitely went in more of the direction of Telephone, but then still pulling in maybe portions of their solo tracks, because this did have a more of a sexy vibe from definitely Sehun, at least having more of his like like kind of like rapping or like kind of smooth talking, in that like those deeper tones were really nice. And then Chanyeol definitely came in with a lot more energy compared to Nothing, but then at the same time it was kind of reminiscent of Telephone for me, from him at least. And that was really cool because you got to see more of his vocals, and his vocals were really nice also. And I think that he kind of has a brighter energy in his voice when compared to Sehun. Sehun has like just the more masculine, like the more like you know, like that type of tone, but then Chanyeol has a bit more of a vibrancy when it comes to just even when he is kind of doing like the just smooth talking similar to Sehun. It's still very different, and it does really differentiate which part in who is singing what. And like you can definitely see that, because at certain portions when Chanyeol is singing, there's a lot more instruments playing in the background. Sounds a bit more lively, which is thing that does go very well with his voice. And then when it's Sehun's portion, you can hear not as many instruments come into the play, because some of them are pulling back, so that it just sounds more just like of a monotone kind of just like played in the background type of voice, which you can still learn to very much appreciate. Overall, I really enjoyed this song. It's a very interesting beat. It's definitely not something that I'm used to from listening to K-pop. This did go very retro in visuals, but I think it's still very modern in terms of sound. It's just like it has pulls on certain portions of the retro factor also. But it definitely very interesting song. I really do think that Moon really brings something to this table, and she really does break up the whole thing and really add something with a higher octave range, higher notes that she can reach in comparison to the two that have a lower tone. So it really makes the whole song very diverse in its musicality, and very good, very fun to listen to, and it's very different. So I definitely think that with this like retro renaissance almost, especially coming from like Zico, you had like Summer Heat, which was kind of like a retro vibe also song. A lot of these retro songs are coming out of the woodwork, and we get to really see that like this is like really, I guess, the trend for this summer that we get to see. So looking forward to a lot more songs, and definitely looking a lot more forward to more EXO content, and hopefully you do too, because I will be releasing more EXO content come in the future very soon, hopefully. And with that being said, guys, I hopefully you did enjoy this video. Thank you so much for watching. 감사합니다. And as always, if you have any comments, requests, or something you want to talk, feel free to leave it in the comment section below, and I'll get to it as soon as possible. With that being said, guys, have a nice day. 안녕히 계세요. Goodbye, and I'll see you next time.